Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, hey, really happy to hear you guys are here. Some of you awake. So finding your true north, it sounds heavy. All of us have dreams, aspirations, things you want to do. It can be very different for all of us. Maybe some of us would want to make it big, make our parents proud, earn a lot of money, maybe travel the world, do a lot of social good. Can be very, very different, But what's common in all of these is you've got to be able to be successful in these arenas. And I'm not saying you got to be able to run behind money, but I'm saying you got to be able to make success, really achieve what you want to achieve. Now that could be very, very different. And of course, which is shaped by, where you're coming from, your culture, your parents, your teachers, your schooling, your society. All this shapes who you really, the kind of information that you get exposure to and shapes also or influences who you'd want to become. Like if you'd never seen a pilot, if you'd never seen a plane, you'd never want to be a pilot or a plane, If you've seen, Bollywood, Hollywood heroes, you may want to be like one. But you've never seen a movie, then you never want to be like one, So all of us want something or the other in life, and we have a general idea of where we want to go. But what happens is, even when we have a general idea, in reality, for a lot of you students out here, we come at a point where we get stuck in some ways, We don't know what we've really got to do, which is the direction that we should take, And we don't make a lot of progress. Or oftentimes we know what we have to do, but there's so many things happening, Life these days is not as simple as it used to be maybe. There are issues, Students, they have pressure. There's so many pressures that there are. There's students, like peer pressure, there's parents pressure, there's pressure of academics, so many things, This is not easy. But if you really look at it, it's not really very, very difficult either, until unless we make it such. So, what I would like to share with you is that finding your true north, finding your true happiness, finding and getting what you truly want is not that simple. And I want to share with you a model of how you can do that, First is, I have seen in my practice of coaching people from all walks of life, and some of them are students too, on how can they get what they want specifically faster. I have seen this one particular model helps them, There are two aspects to this. One is the ideation phase and one is the execution phase, If you have an idea of what you want but don't really work towards it, it really means nothing. So let's look at the first part, which is the ideation. So I want to make two circles here. And the first one is your passion, You want to do what you're really passionate about. But we've heard this a lot of times, and I'm going to explain this a little bit more. And second is you want to build your capabilities. This is the time that you've not entered the real world outside where you got to fend for yourself. Right now is the time that you can invest in yourself. And the people who are the most successful are people who understand what is the need of the hour right now. Without getting confused with the things that they want to do 10 years hence, they start working on it today. Hello, it doesn't work. So how do we go about it is we focus on the needs of today. What is the need of the hour? For example, now you're a student in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th, 12th, whatever. What is the need of the hour? You're really passionate about, let's say singing, dancing, a tech freak, a tech geek. You want to get into medical sciences, you want to be a doctor, you want to be an astronaut, you want to be whatever you want to be, but need of the hour is that you can only be that subject to you qualifying your 12th, right? You get that? Do you think this makes some sense to you? Yes or no? Whoa, thank you very, very much, you guys. Thank you very, very much. So, if you don't focus on the need of the hour, what is it that is most essential right now? You'll always get lost. You'll always start thinking and thinking a lot. And you know that thinking doesn't work, right? If you keep thinking and don't make progress, is it any good? No. Of course not. Thank you very, very much, Of course not. You can keep thinking. And this is the problem, I'll tell you, and this is the problem with the smarter ones, the ones who have a lot more exposure. This is not so much of a problem with people who don't have so much at their disposal. People who have a lot can think a lot. They have so much more exposure. They think a lot. And before making any serious progress in any direction, they've thought through and they're like, dude, this will also not satisfy me, I don't really want this, but this has that. And they don't make progress in any direction, as a result of which they don't see happiness as much as they could, should, would, whatever. So focus on need of the hour, what you want to focus on right now. Find out what your passions are. And not just find out what your passions are. These are your best, these could be the best years of your life. So invest in finding your passions, and passions won't come to you. Now imagine a guy who is going to be really passionate about music, but he's not exposed to that level of music till 11th class. Imagine only in 11th he gets to, expose himself or herself to music. But this guy didn't make it through 8th standard. Will he ever be able to see the love of his life, the passion that he is destined to have? No. What I'm trying to suggest here is that, it is important to take the next step, and oftentimes the next step is always visible. The next step, just the next step. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the next step, and you will always be able to see the next step. You may not be able to see 1,000 miles ahead, but if you're in your car, you're able to see 100 feet ahead or 50 feet ahead. You move that much and you'll be able to see what next. You want to make a lot of progress in life. You want to make it big. You want to be one of the richest people on the universe, on our planet. Dude, how do I get there? If you're thinking of that, you're going to be wasting a lot. Of course, think of that, but think of that to get you a general direction. But take action, the first step. If you don't do the first immediate step that you need to take right now, take one step and take the other, and that's how you move ahead. Let me give you an example, okay? For passion. I will give you that example, but we want to understand what passion really is a little bit deeper, A lot of us think passion is something that you like. No, it's not just something that you like. Let me give you an example. Imagine you like to lose weight. You want to lose weight. You like to lose weight. Are you being able to lose weight? Hell, not necessarily. You want to gain height. Or you want to score, you want to come first in your class. You being able to do it, is that so easy? Well, we'll come to that. But passion is something that you're willing to give your 100% full effort into. Imagine you like that girl next door, okay, or the girl in the next class, and you know her bus that picks her up comes at 5 in the morning and you can get there at 5 in the morning. Now, you're someone who's tried waking up early in the morning, but you've never been able to do so. But you know that girl comes to that bus stop, the bus stop that I share with her, at 5 sharp. My bus is at 7. Do you think you'll be able to reach there at 5? Yes or no? Whoa, I think the ladies here, man. look at the girls here. A lot of respect to you. You have energy. And the foundation is to be able to take that next step. What you have, you need a lot of energy. And I'm really impressed to see that. Coming back. So you will not be able to do what you want to do. You will be able to do what you need to do. What you give your all. What you're most passionate about. What fires you. What lights you up. So you got to find out what your passion is. And move through, do what the need of the hour is, do what is right now, so that you're able to explore as much as possible while in an institution like this, which gives you so much exposure to explore what all there is. And then you might think that this resonates with who you are. Second is building capability in yourself. This is extremely important. You don't just want to have passion. I have a lot of passion. I want to be a singer. But hello, you open your mouth and you sound like a, anyway. Dude, you guys are smart, you know what I was going to say. But anyway, capabilities. This is the time that you got to invest in yourself. And this is going to make a lot of sense when I tell you the third aspect, okay, which is the most essential. So pay attention here. Your capabilities. This is the only time where you get so much exposure and people investing in yourself. Allow them to invest in you. Make the best of this time. Invest in yourself, build your attitude, your skills, your knowledge. Let me give you an example of this lady. This lady was born in a very, very, I won't even call it humble. She was born in extreme poverty. When she was 9, she was raped by her 19-year cousin and other men in the family who her family trusted. This lady from extreme poverty had almost no hope. She would have given up, but she didn't. She took the next step. She believed in herself. She won't give up. She believed in herself and the possibility of a brighter future. She moved ahead. She just took the next step. I don't know. She took the next step, went ahead, had an abuser. Like she was physically abused, sexually abused, molested multiple times. She was pregnant, okay? And this lady was born to an unwed teenage mother. So this was her mother, and this is her. And she gets pregnant too at around 13 or 14 years of age. The daughter. And this, the child dies in infancy. She grows up, young ladies and gentlemen, to become Oprah Winfrey. You heard of her? You're not, dude, she's my hero. Look at that. Coming from what background? But you know what? When she was in school, she didn't just do anything. She focused and did whatever she liked. She liked extempore. She participated in debates. She could speak really well, and she just did that. But she did not leave studies for it. She knew that this is essential. This is what I love doing. So she would do that, and she would learn to experience, to expand her brain. Now, of course, what you learn here may not be all useful. You may not use Pythagoras' theorem in running your life or whatever job you do, but of course, it stretches the limits of your brains. And that is what really helps you in stretching your limits of the brain, and you're able to think so much more, so much broader in so many other streams. Anyway, coming back. So this lady used those opportunities provided by her school. She was extremely smart. She could speak really well. She took the first opportunity that came her way. She didn't know that she's going to be Oprah Winfrey, that we know today. The richest African-American lady on planet Earth. There's not been one another. Now, coming back. So she got whatever she loved doing, she just did that. Didn't lose the sight of the basics. Need of the hour was she passed school. She passed school with great marks. That is essential need of the hour. But she pursued what she loved. And when you do what you love, how do you feel? Good or bad? Good. Whoa, you love it. You love it. Thank you very, very much. You love it. You're so high. And what do you do when you're feeling good? When you do work after you're feeling good, your work is also better or worse? Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm talking to Lancers International. I didn't see that energy in the beginning. Thank you very much, all of you. So what I'm saying here is that, she didn't know that she's going to be Oprah Winfrey. She didn't know that she's going to be an orator. Like she would have such great skills in speaking. But she just did what she liked and then furthered it. Still, she got an opportunity. While she was in school, she got an opportunity to speak at a local radio station. She grabbed that opportunity because she loved doing it, and that's it. She was passionate about it, and she was competent. She built that competency in school by participating in debates. But you know what? A lot of us here have issues. We don't participate enough. We're like, oh, I'm a little shy. I'm a little introvert. I don't want to take that. What will people think about me? Dude, these guys have not thought about themselves. What will they think about you, So what I'm trying to say is that don't think about what the world will think about you. Think about you. You're the person running your life. Either you run your life or life runs you. And life means everything around you. That runs you. You want everything to run you or you run you? You run you, okay? Thank you very, very much. So you want to run you, right? You don't want everybody else running you. The TV, the media, the society, the parents and the Sharmaji's parents and whoever, like Sharmaji's son, daughter, whoever. Anyway, coming back. So you focus on your attitude. Attitude to grow. And your attitude to grow is humble. Is humility. Is humility. People will only let you grow as long as you are humble. Oprah Winfrey she was sharp as a knife, but she was humble as anything. She was really humble. That is why people will let her grow. Now imagine if Oprah Winfrey had an attitude one day. Do you think her teachers would let her participate in debates? No. Of course not. They'd be like, dude, this one is getting off the air. Like, this one is losing her brain. Or she can't focus here. Imagine she wouldn't focus on education. Do you think her parents would have allowed her to continue with debates? No. Of course not. Thank you very, very much. You guys are smart. Thank you very, very much. Let's come back. So the attitude that you need to be successful in whatever you want to do, it could be public service or social service, is you want to have humility, a lot of humility. When you're humble, your teachers would want to help you. If you go show attitude to your teacher's going to say, do hell with you. Anyway, coming back, skills. You want to develop as many skills as possible. Explore the entire bouquet. Participate. What's going to happen? Are you going to die participating in an extempore competition or in a debate competition? At most, You'll make a fool of yourself like I've made many times. But that is what has got me here. I wouldn't have been here if I was like, oh, what are they going to think about me? Do hell with all of you. I'm not here to impress you. Of course, I'm here because I didn't care about you guys. I cared about me. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. I cared about me because I wanted to do something in my life. I couldn't speak proper English. When I couldn't speak proper English, people made fun of me. You know what? I spoke English for 3 years straight. People made fun of me. But you know what? I am far, far, far ahead from every single person who made fun of me. And I say this with a lot of humility and a lot of respect, for I've been fortunate and blessed to have had the parents who supported me, allowed me to choose whatever I wanted to do with only one condition, that son, do whatever you want to do, but be the best at it. And that gave me the most important part of this puzzle, which is, this is for you as students, but going forward, you want to look at, there is two things in this picture. One is you and one is society. You want to focus on, first you know, focus on you, invest in you. Don't think, you know, how we approach things can also be like, that one is not doing this one is not doing this, I'm not getting marks because this one is not doing that, my teacher is stupid, my principal doesn't care, whatever. Like, you can blame the entire world, but really, the smart ones know that it is about you. So I will not let anything come in my way. If the teacher is going to set a difficult paper, she's going to set it from the book, right? From the book. I'm going to take this whole thing down. And if you focus on one thing, you will get what you want and nothing will take it away. Let me tell you this another example. There was a lady who was thrown off in her 20s. She was thrown off a moving train because robbers tried to snatch a gold chain from her that was gifted to her. She was thrown off a running train. She fell on another track. And 49 trains passed on that track over her one leg, okay? She lost that leg. And you know, railway tracks, they are rodents, they're like this big, okay, this big. And she was bleeding all through. She lost her leg. You know, this one couldn't barely move. You know, people took her to the hospital the next day. And what would she do? You know, this lady had the courage, the guts to not say that I will be able to manage my life myself. She didn't say that I will find a decent job for myself and I will live a life with pride. She could dream big. She said, I will live so good. I will live so good. I'll make an example for the world to see. This lady, ladies and gentlemen, young ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Arunima Sinha. She said, I will do the Mount Everest. I will do the Mount Everest. And she summited, I think, over 6 peaks around the world, including the Mount Everest. I'm talking about Arunima Sinha. She's one of my heroes again. Look at these people, you know, and I feel limitless. What is it that you cannot do? You know, 10 years back, if I would have said that, you know, look at this, you know, this phone here, this will be one day in my pocket. You'd be like, that is not possible. People make fun of you. If people are not making fun of you, believe me, you're not making enough progress that you can. You're not on the right path. Let people make fun of you. Let them laugh at you. You will have the last laugh. Follow what you love. What is your passion? I'm just going to wrap this up. I'm going to take 1 minute. Follow what your capabilities are and what is the need of the hour. And when you serve society is when you get your greatest growth. Oprah Winfrey did not get her greatest growth because she fought what she fought in her life. She got her greatest growth because she took that opportunity, served people through the radio, served people through a show, helped people get inspired. I've told you about Arunima Sinha. She survived this. She didn't get the popularity that she got or the money that she got, the name, fame, whatever she could get because of what she did. Because of what she did later, because she would talk and tell people about this and inspire people. She served society. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your compassionate instinct. We all want to do good, yes or no? Yes. And serve society, serve our nation, serve humanity. I really believe I've been able to do a little bit in inspiring you some way so that you propel humanity forward and think big. Thank you very much, young ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. I've had a fantastic time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.